boys, if you want to see a second upload today, make sure to get this video up to 120 likes. If we get those likes, the second upload will be episode 8 of the Inter Milan career mode. So make sure you hit the like so you can get that double upload. Hey, happy Sunday, it is me Quinkin and welcome back to a brand new video on my channel. Now today we're gonna start a brand new series on my channel, and this series I feel like it's gonna be really fun, it's gonna be really cool to do, and it's gonna be really informative for you guys who are watching. Now if you guys want to see more of this, go ahead and vote. Would you guys like to see this series more often? Yes or no? Obviously you're going to see the whole video to decide whether or not you want to see this more often on my channel. So you know what, watch the video, tell me what you think about it, and then vote on whether or not you would like to see this more often. I'm thinking of doing this every Sunday, that way it's a lot more fun and you guys have time to watch it as well. Now let's explain what this series is. So basically what this series will be is a type of rebuild. Now don't get me wrong, and I can already see the comments, oh, you're copying Jared HD, he started this last year, now you're just ripping off. No, I am not trying to rip off anyone. I had ideas of doing this years ago, but I never thought that it was gonna do well, because you know, it was gonna be a new series. It was something people never have done, so that is why I never did it. But obviously rebuilds got really popular. The idea of it, the concept of it was very entertaining, so you know, why should I not do it? Now that it's something popular, I'm gonna try to do it myself. So the objective of this series is basically we choose a team. With that team, what I'm going to do is that I'm gonna research what realistic signings that team is trying to go for, and also obviously every team has their own identities. An example could be Real Madrid. We know Real Madrid is a big club and they like signing the best players, but even Real Madrid have their preferences and they always go after the same players from the same nationalities. They go after French players, Portuguese players, Brazilian players, Argentinian players, Spanish players obviously, but you know, they have their own preferences. So my job is going to be to show you guys what preferences are from each career mode team. And the whole point of this series is to help you guys out, because sometimes when you make a career mode, you don't know what type of players that team goes for, you don't know what type of players they're being linked with in real life. So the whole point of me doing this is to help you guys out on having a realistic career mode. So I still don't have a name for this series, but as of right now I'm thinking of calling it the realistic rebuild or something along those lines. If you guys have any suggestions, go ahead and leave a comment down below on what you would want me to name this series. So with all those explanations done with, let's get into the video. And the team I decided to choose for this first episode is Atletico Madrid. Now Atletico Madrid are currently banned from making any transfers until 2018, and that is the reason why I basically chose them. Now in career mode you still have the ability to go after players and make transfers, because it's just a video game. They're not gonna ban a team, so that is why I chose Atletico Madrid. So without further ado, let's start making some improvements on this Spanish team. Now Atletico Madrid is a team that's been on the rise, and they've been to Champions League finals, and they easily make it to semi-finals now in the Champions League, so that is why they have a lot of money now. So our budget for this episode is going to be $104 million in transfer budget and $273K in wage budget. And before I show you guys any of the players that Atletico Madrid is currently targeting, I want to show you guys the starting 11. And Atletico Madrid have a great squad. They got the likes of Griezmann, very good striker. He's linked with every big European team in the world, and you know, he decided to stay in Atletico Madrid, and he did for a reason, because he loves it here with the Colchoneros. They also got a very good young striker next to him, Angel Correa, very high potential. They got Yannick Carrasco. Dude, this guy, I love the way he plays. He's very pacey, good on his feet. They also have Koke, who I feel like will be the captain in the future. He's already 25 years of age, and he is very good. I love the way he plays, but obviously I don't like it when he plays against Real Madrid, because he's so damn good and he's very aggressive. They got the youngster Saul. I feel like this guy's been here forever, but he's barely 22 and he can play right mid, left mid, center mid. He is developing so damn well. The captain Gabi. In defense they got Felipe Luis, Diego Godin, one of the best center backs. They got Savage, Juan Fran, and Llano Block in goals. So this team is really good. They also got players like Almeida, Gaitan, Partey, Hernandez, very good young center back here. We also have Jimenez, who only has 12 months left on his contract. I don't know if he's leaving or staying Atletico Madrid, but if you're doing this career mode, I would suggest for you to keep him, because he's really good and he has very good potential as well. They have Versalco as a right back, and they got Moya very good backup keeper. But if you guys, I suggest, if you guys feel like you can get a better goalkeeper at backup, I suggest you get it. But realistically, Moya is a very good backup keeper. They also got Torres, Augusto Fernandez, another good young striker in Luciano Vieto, and a pretty decent youngster prospect in Werner. And I think he's Argentinian, and he is. So yeah, he has a German name, but he's Argentinian. So this is basically the squad, and let's get into the realistic targets that Atletico Madrid are trying to get. So these are the players that Atletico Madrid are trying to sign in January and in the near future. So Diego Costa, we already know, is a done deal. He's coming to Atletico Madrid in January. He's just waiting for the transfer ban to finish. Now, Diego Costa used to play for Atletico Madrid. He was very good here, left to Chelsea, won a league title there, and he had a fallout with Antonio Conte, which is the reason why he's coming back to Atletico Madrid. Another player that they're linked with is Ander Herrera from Manchester United. Now, his contract is expiring in 12 months, so he's going to be a player we approach in January. That way we can get him on a free when we go ahead and sign him on his pre-contract, and I feel like he would be a great signing for Atletico Madrid. He matured a lot at Manchester United. He would fit very well here. Another player that Atletico Madrid really wanted was Dries Mertens from Napoli, and I feel like the reason they were trying to go for him was because they weren't sure if they were going to keep Antoine Griezmann. So that is the main reason why they wanted to get Mertens, because he's small, he's agile, he's good on his feet, good at shooting, 4-star weak foot, 4-star skill moves, and he's really good. So he's a player that was targeted by Atletico Madrid. Another player is Gabigol, who is currently on loan at Benfica, but he's currently playing for Inter, and Hakan Çalhanoğlu, who is playing right now for AC Milan, but he was also on Atletico Madrid's radar. So we're going to go ahead and try to sign Diego Costa right now. We're going to meet up with Antonio Conte, and we're going to see how much he wants for the Spanish striker. So Chelsea wants 66.6 million for Diego Costa, and another reason why I like doing this series is because to show you guys how much a player is worth and how much we buy them for. So when you guys make your own career mode, you guys can test the waters and try to get players for cheaper when you go ahead and go into negotiations. So they want 66.6 million. We're going to reduce that down to 54.6 million, and we're going to add a sell-on clause of 20%, because I don't feel like Atletico Madrid, if they get Diego Costa again, I don't feel like they're gonna sell him again. He's probably gonna retire there, or he'll probably leave when he's really old. So we're gonna offer 54.6 million and a selling clause of 20%, and they're actually being very stubborn. So the next thing you're gonna see is the final offer we're gonna give Diego Costa. So I tried reducing it down to 60 million, but it looks like they're just stuck at 66.6 million. So it looks like that is going to be the amount we're gonna pay for Diego Costa. So we're gonna accept that, and that is a price Antonio Conte is happy with. So this is a basic layout of Diego Costa's contract. He's gonna be making 270k a week. He's going to be a crucial player. He's going to be here for 5 years, and they wanted a release clause, and I tried denying it, but they just wanted it. So I kept the release clause of 160 million, which I believe is reasonable. So we're going to accept that, and we're going to go ahead and sign Diego Costa. He's officially a part of Atletico Madrid. And after that signing, a lot of our money went down. So we're going to have to go ahead and sell a player, and the player is going to be Jose Maria Jimenez. He's a player that most likely will be leaving at the end of the season. In January, he's going to have the option of going on free to another team, so we might as well capitalize and try to sell him for the most money we can. So we're gonna add him to the transfer list, and the transfer offers are raining in for Jose Maria Jimenez. Personally, I wouldn't sell Jose Maria Jimenez, but it looks like in real life he will be departing Atletico Madrid, so I will be selling him in this episode. So we're gonna negotiate and try to get the most money from him. And we also got an offer from Fernando Torres. I believe this is his last year here, so if you guys want to sell him, I suggest that you do. We got an offer here from Real Sociedad for 10.6 million. I feel like we could get a little more there, but I mean, the main player we're gonna sell in this first season is Jose Maria Jimenez. So we're gonna ask for 50 million from West Ham United, so we bumped it up to 33.7 million, and we're gonna counter that once again, and we're gonna go up to 43.7 million, because Jose Maria Jimenez is a great player. We need the most money we can from him. Now they come back and they say 37.7 million. We'll be happy with 41.7 million, and I think that's David Moyes. Is he really the new manager of West Ham? That is crazy. So it looks like 41.7 is a good deal for them, and you guys can sell them for a little more, for a little less, I'm not sure, but I feel like 41.7 million is pretty decent for Jose Maria Jimenez, considering he only had 12 months left on his contract. And for Fernando Torres, I feel like we'll keep him this season, but if you guys want to sell him, I suggest that you do. Now we took a look at the players that Atletico Madrid have been targeting. Now we're going to take a look at the starting 11 11, we're going to take a look at the positions that need strengthening in my opinion. So in this career mode, what you're going to need is a new backup fullback, because they have Hernandez currently, and he's decent, but he's not really a fullback. He plays as a center back. That's his main position. So I suggest you guys get yourself a new backup fullback, as well as a new center back in case Jimenez leaves at the end of the season. So if you guys don't get him and renew his contract, I suggest you guys get a backup for him, because Hernandez is still going to need a partner when it comes to cup games, in the Champions League, in the Spanish Cup. So you're going to need a backup center back, as well as a center mid. What you could do is put Koke as a center mid. That way when Gabi's getting old, you can have Koke there to replace him, and then you could get yourself a new winger, because I don't think you guys would want Nico Gaitan as your starting right mid. So what you could do is get yourself a new center mid, or you can replace Gabi in the future with Koke and get yourself a winger. So those are the positions I believe need strengthening: the left back, center mid, and right mid position. Everything else is nice. It got depth, everything's good. So what I'm going to do right now is create a short list of players that I believe Atletico Madrid need to buy in order to strengthen their team a lot more. So that is going to be the next thing we see. And here are the shortlisted players I believe could possibly join Atletico Madrid because of the league they play in and because of their nationality. So the first position is the center back position. We got Lenglet and Lemos. Lenglet plays for Sevilla. He's French. He can play as a center back and as a left back, and his current value is 16 million. For Mauricio Lemos, he's 75 rated. He's from Uruguay, and he can play as a center back and center defensive mid. Now we move on to the fullbacks, the left back position in particular. We got Alex Diaz from FC Porto. Now we do have Atletico Madrid doing a lot of negotiations with Benfica and also Porto, because they got Falcao from Porto. So Alex Diaz could be a player that could join Atletico Madrid. He is 81 rated. He is Brazilian. He can play as a left back, and his value is 21.5 million. Douglas Santo from Hamburg, 75 rated, Brazilian. I put him on the short list because he's Brazilian. And also Theo Hernandez from Real Madrid. The reason I put him on here is because we don't know if Theo Hernandez is going to do well enough in Real Madrid. They might want to sell him later on because he's not too good, and he's still very young, so he has a lot to learn. So maybe Atletico Madrid could swoop him up again and get him, and that would be awesome for him to return to Atletico Madrid. And we also have Federico Rica from Uruguay. He can play as a left back, center back, and 74 rated, and he plays for Malaga. Now we move on to the wing position. We got Pablo Sarabia, another player from Sevilla, 80 rated, and he is valued at 21 million, and he is Spanish. So he's a player we can get as a right mid. We also have Servi from Benfica, so he's a little more realistic. He plays for Benfica. He's young, 78 rated, and he is from Argentina. Now we also have Joaquin Carrera. The reason I put him is because we already have Angel Correa, so maybe him and Joaquin Carrera are somehow related. I'm not really sure, but they have the same last name. They're from Argentina, and they both play in La Liga, so maybe Atletico Madrid would want to sign him. And lastly, the last player on this list is Jonathan Vieira. He plays as a center mid, as a cam. He's 82 rated, 27 years of age, and he plays for U de Las Palmas as well. So if you guys want, you guys can go for any of these players to strengthen your squad when it comes to an Atletico Madrid career mode. I'm going to try to sign some of these players for this season, but I'm still going to need some money. So I have to wait for some transfer offers and have to see if anything goes through with any of the offers we get. So it is official. Jose Maria Jimenez has been sold to West Ham for 41.7 million, and that adds 36 million to our transfer budget. And with that money added to the transfer budget, we now have $61 million in the bank and a wage budget of $252,000. And now that we have that money, I would want to buy Dries Mertens, but since we already have Antoine Griezmann and we just bought Diego Costa, I feel like there's no point in signing Dries Mertens. Now, if you guys want to sign him in your career mode, I feel like he would be a good addition to Atletico Madrid. And if you actually are able to sell Antoine Griezmann, I don't know why you would want to do that, but if you want to sell him, Dries Mertens would be a great replacement for Antoine Griezmann. But now, since we lost a center back, we have to sign one now, and the one we go after is going to be Clement Lenglet from Sevilla. So he's French, and I feel like he would fit into the squad, 79 rated, so we're gonna go ahead and try to sign him to the team. And it turns out that the club isn't willing to sell him, but since he has a release clause, we can go ahead and skip the negotiations and get into negotiations with the player and the agent. So we were able to negotiate a contract with Lenglet. He's gonna be making 37.5k a week. He's gonna be here for 5 years, and he's gonna be a rotation player. So I feel like he is another great signing this season. And the final signing we will make in this this transfer window is Alex Diaz. So we're gonna approach Porto and we're gonna try to sign him right now. So for Alex Diaz, we're gonna start off the bid at $25 million, and I know they're gonna reject it. So they come back and they say they want 38.2 million and a sell-on clause of 5%. So we're gonna edit the sell-on clause up to 25%, and we're gonna bring down that sum to $30 million. And we'll see what they say about that. So they come back and they say they want 38.3 million and a sell-on clause of 5%. So I'm gonna give them 25% on the sell-on clause, and I'm gonna bring it down to 34 million for Alex Diaz. And it looks like that is something they're happy to go on with. So that is something good for us, and now we have to negotiate with Alex Diaz. And we delegated a contract for Alex Diaz, and he accepted. He's gonna be here for 25K a week for 4 years, and we're gonna accept that. And we made our final signing of the season, Alex Diaz. So we're gonna go ahead and finish the transfer window. So we got Diego Costa, Clement Lenglet from Sevilla, and Alex Diaz from FC Porto. Let's take a look at the squad now. And so this is how the starting 11 looks now with those signings. So Diego Costa is a new striker up top with Griezmann, and we have Diaz coming in as the backup left back for Felipe Luis. And we have my man Lenglet from Sevilla as a backup for Savage and Godin. But obviously Lenglet and Hernandez are both going to be pairing off on who takes the center back position. But this is going to be a great season for them. And for this crew mode, these are the players you're going to want to focus your training on. So Axel Werner is the reserves goalkeeper, and I believe he has potential in the low 80s. When it comes to center backs, obviously Lenglet and Hernandez. When it comes to midfielders, you got a lot. You can train Saul, you can train Partey, and also Chao Enrique. Those are the 3 players you're going to want to train when it comes to midfielders. For wingers, the one you're going to want to train is Chiapaquense, and for strikers, obviously Correa and Vieto. And those are the players you're going to want to focus your training on for this career mode. We're going to go ahead and sim up to January now, and let's go ahead and do that right now. So it is finally January, boys, and the first thing we're going to take a look at is how this team is doing in the league. So we're 65 rated as a manager. That is not good at all. So when it comes to La Liga, Atletico Madrid are in 5th place. That is very bad. I did not think that would actually happen. So we have 27 points. Barcelona are in 1st with 37 points. And when it comes to the Champions League, that is a lot worse. I don't know why Atletico Madrid did so bad in this career mode, but as you guys can see, if you take a look at our group here, Group B, Atletico Madrid was eliminated in the group stages. They had 8 points, and it was Sporting who actually led the group with 12 points, and Chelsea got second with 10 points. So a very bad season so far for Atletico Madrid. And when it comes to top scorers right now in La Liga, Aduriz has the most goals with 8. For assists, Sanabria from Real Betis has the most assists with 6. And for clean sheets, Ter Stegen is in 1st with 8 clean sheets. So, man, our team is doing really bad. Like, I don't understand why. We have a lot of great players, but it looks like they just can't get results. So let's take a look at the stats of our players. So for goals, Koke has 13 goals. He has the most. He's leading everyone, and he has 2 assists. Gaitan has 9 goals. Diego Costa has 5. Antoine Griezmann has 4. Why are they barely scoring any goals, bro? Oh my god, this is so bad. For assist, who has the most assists? We have Gabi with the most assists with 3. Nico Gaitan has 3 as well. So, man, our team is not doing well at all. Diego Godin has the most clean sheets. And bro, this team is not doing well. That is very bad. And when it comes to player contracts, there are a lot we have to renew. The only one I'm not going to renew is the one for Fernando Torres, but everyone else I will renew their contracts. And boys, the transfer target we wanted to get in this transfer window is gone. He went to AC Milan. Ander Herrera, we're trying to get him on pre-contract, but it looks like AC Milan in the summer transfer window bought him from Manchester United. So now we can't get him on pre-contract. So the player we're going to go after is Jonathan Vieira from U de Las Palmas, because he has to join the midfield, because right now we have a lot of players out on injury. So Jonathan Vieira is going to be the player we're going to try and get to join the team. So we only have $25.5 million in the bank, and we're going to add a sell-on clause of 25% because we don't have a lot of money. So hopefully U de Las Palmas accepts that, and it looks like we're not going to be able to sign Jonathan Vieira, so we're going to end negotiations. So since we can't get Vieira, I'm going to get Dries Mertens because we do need a winger. We have some wingers out on injury, so we're going to go ahead and approach to buy Dries Mertens from Napoli. So in this offer, we're going to try to offer Kevin Gameiro, who is on his way out of Atletico Madrid. It looks like he's getting a lot of offers from other clubs around Europe, so Kevin Gameiro might leave in real life. So they say they want 46.1 million and Kevin Gamero. We only have like 20 million in the bank, so we're gonna add a sell-on clause of 25%, and we're gonna propose a offer of 27 million. We're gonna submit that offer right now. It looks like that is not good enough either. They want 46.1 million, so we're gonna end negotiations, and it looks like we're gonna have to sell some players and try to get Dries Mertens later on. So guys, we needed money, so we sold Nicolas Gaitan to Manchester City for 39.8 million, and now with that money, we're gonna go ahead and try to sign Dries Mertens. So we're gonna go to player swap, offer striker, and we're gonna offer Kevin Gamero, who's worth 24 million. And they're gonna want 46.1 million. Now we can negotiate this. So now we're gonna offer 39.1 million plus Kevin Gamero, and it looks like that is good enough. So it looks like we're gonna be able to sign Dries Mertens from Napoli, which is awesome. And we came up with this contract with the agent, so he's gonna be an important player, 3 years. He's gonna be making 145k a week, and we're gonna accept this. He gets a signing bonus of 2 mil, and after scoring 10 goals, he gets another bonus. So hopefully he helps out the squad, and we can get a high finish in the league, because we really need to get a high finish in order to get more money for next season. And this is how the squad looks now. So we put Mertens as a left winger, we got Carrasco on the right, Griezmann and Costa up top, Saul and Koke as center mid. So we do have some players out on injury, but I'm gonna sim through to the end of the season and see how we finish off with Mertens on the squad now. So guys, I simmed up to May, and I realized that we were still in the Europa League. Once you're eliminated from the Champions League and you still get a good amount of points in your group stage, you qualify for the Europa League. So we made it to Europa League, and we actually beat Liverpool in the final 3-2. So we actually win our first trophy wear of the season. Now we're gonna be facing Barcelona in the Copa de España final, and I believe that La Liga is done as well, but we're gonna take a look at the Liga table after we face Barcelona in this final. So it looks like getting Dries Mertens helped out a lot. We made it to the Europa League final, we won that, and we also made it to the final of the Copa de España. So we start off the season horrible, but now we're doing pretty well. So we're gonna send this match versus Barcelona, and we're gonna see whether or not we win this trophy. And this is the best starting 11 that I could make. We got Oblak in goal, Versaclo, Savage, Godin, and Felipe Luis on the defensive line. We got Correa, Koke, Saul, Mertens in the midfield, and up top we got Costa and Griezmann. So far this is a squad that's made it to this final, so we're gonna go ahead and put them in. So we're winning so far 1-0. Mertens scoring in the 7th minute, Saul scores in the 47th minute, and Barcelona pick up an injury with Alcacer. Semedo gets a yellow card, Gomez gets injured as well. So it looks like we're gonna win this final versus Barcelona. And the reason I put Versalco as the right back is because Juanfran is now 80 rated, so Versaclo passed him in rating, and we win the game 3-0, and we win our second trophy of the season. What? Like, I don't believe that. We started off so bad, like we sucked, and now we already won 2 trophies. Boys, that's lit. So before we take a look at how we finished off in the league table, let's take a look at the other competition. So Manchester United beat Bayern Munich in the final 2-1, so they take the Champions League trophy. In the Euro League, obviously we beat Liverpool 3-2, and this is gonna be the FIFA World Cup. And La Liga Santander, we actually won. Dude, how did we win? Atletico Madrid win La Liga with 77 points. Barcelona got second. Boys, I actually cannot believe this. I actually cannot believe that we actually won La Liga. Like, we were in 5th place. In January, we were in 5th place, and we were one of the worst teams. We were eliminated from the Champions League, and here we are winning La Liga from Barcelona. We had the same amount of points, but we somehow won it, boys. That is perseverance. That is awesome, and this is how we finish off the season. These are the players we had. And man, what a season it was. And man, we had a lot of injuries this season, man. Like, it really did suck, but we get a lot of players back from loan, and we got players like Vieto going up to 81. Vitolo came back from loan in January, and he joined the team from Sevilla. And boys, what? This was so damn good. So damn good. And I think Carrasco's still injured, so yeah, he is. We're gonna put him in the starting 11 now. So this was basically our best starting 11 this season. We got Felipe Luis, Godin, Savage, we got Versaclo, we also got Saul, Koke, Carrasco on the right mid, we got Mertens as left mid, Griezmann and Costa up top. And man, let's take a look at how our stats turned out for this season. So the top scorer was Vitolo. He scored 24 goals, got 11 assists. So it looks like these injuries helped us out, and this is a very good signing from Atletico Madrid. This is a signing they did in real life. We got Diego Costa getting 20 goals and 1 assist. Koke getting 16 goals and 2 assists. Griezmann with 15 goals himself. Saul doing really good, 11 goals, 13 assists. That is crazy. Yannick Carrasco was injured, but he got 8 goals in 29 appearances. Dries Mertens only getting 4 goals, but 6 assists. So he could have done a little more, but he was only here for half the year. For assists, we have Saul with the most and Vitolo with the second most with 11 assists. Mertens has 6, Gabi has 4, and obviously Jan Oblak gets the most clean sheets with 20. So now we're going to take a look at how our players finished up against the other players in the league, and it looks like Vitolo gets top scorer with 18 goals. Ronaldo got second with 17. Aduriz in third with 13 goals. For assist, Gabriel from Leganes wins with 9, but he was tied with Sanabria. And for clean sheets, Adan from Real Betis gets first with 10 clean sheets. So it looks like Real Betis had a pretty decent year. And in the Copa de España, Vela gets the golden boot with 4 goals. Mertens tied for second with Suarez, Jonas, Diego Costa, and Lato with 3 goals. For assist, we got Son. I don't know if that's Sonaldo from Spurs, but it looks like he made his way to Real Sociedad. 5 assists for him. And for clean sheets, Jan Oblak got the most clean sheets in La Copa de España. And in the Champions League, Marco Reus is a top scorer, tied with Dybala. Ronaldo gets the most assists. And for clean sheets, Manuel Neuer gets the most clean sheets with 6. And finally, in the Europa League, Sanchez gets first with 9 goals. Costa coming very close with 7 goals himself. For assists, they got De Previlla from Bordeaux getting 6 assists. Vitolo tied for third with 4 assists, and for clean sheets, Justine from Hertha gets the most clean sheets. So that is how these players finished up in their respective competitions. And Saul impressively grew 3 ratings this season, going up to an 85. Very impressive. So now he's 85 rated and he's 23 years of age. Very impressive from Saul. And well, boys, I'm gonna end the video here in season 2, and the reason is because I want to see what you guys think. Do you guys like this series? Should I continue it forward? You guys go ahead and leave your feedback in the comment section down below, and if you guys want to keep seeing this, go ahead and comment which team I should do next for this realistic rebuild. But before we end off the video, I just want to give you my final thoughts of the team and what upgrades I would make in this season 2. So basically, this team is really good right now. We got Griezmann, we got Costa, we got Mertens, Carrasco. The team is looking exceptional. Koke took the spot of Gabi as center mid, and I feel like he is a great player there. But Juanfran is going down in overall rating, as well as Gabi himself, and Fernandez is going down too. So what I would do is I would bring in a new younger right back to come in and learn from Juanfran. Juanfran would still be a very good backup fullback, so you guys can keep him. Also, you do have Partey who can come in as center mid, but you need another one, bro. You need another one that can come in and replace Gabi, because Gabi he's just gonna keep going down in form, and he's just not so good. So I transfer listed some players that if you guys were to make a season 2 of the Atletico Madrid career mode, these are the players I would suggest. So obviously the 2 center mids I want you guys to get are Ander Herrera and Jonathan Vieira. So if you guys can't get Ander Herrera on pre-contract, just sign him, whichever team he's on. Sign him because he is linked in real life to Atletico Madrid, and he's a great player. So I would go ahead and go for him, and if I can't get him, I would go for Jonathan Vieira. For right back, I would get Hugo Mayo from Celta de Vigo. If you guys don't like him, you guys can get the other fullback from that team as well. His name is Yoni, and he's pretty darn good. So these are the players I would get in this transfer window to improve the team. But that is pretty much it. Hopefully you guys did enjoy it. I really did enjoy making this video for you guys. It was really fun, and it took a long time to record, and it's probably going to take a long while to edit as well. So if you guys enjoyed it, make sure to slap a like, show your support, and yeah, that's pretty much it. And I can't wait to do another rebuild. It's going to be so damn fun. Thank you for the support. I'm Quakin. See you guys next time.